A very warm good afternoon to all of you. I am Ravinder, your host for today's session, Trends of 2021 with Dr. Sundeep Kochar. Before we begin, let me first tell you that we have limited time and we have to get the best from this session. So we will divide the session into two parts. During the first 30 minutes of the session, we'll hear about trends of 2021, after which we will take selected 5 questions from you. Once we are done with those 5 questions, the forum will be open for discussion with all other participants. Apart from the selected 5 students who will be visible and audible during the session, everyone else can post questions in the chat window. Whether you have joined us on the Zoom link or you're watching us on our YouTube channel. Please bear with us after posting your questions. We'll take as many questions as we can, looking at the amount of time that we have left with us. Let me now take this opportunity to introduce the internationally renowned celebrity astrologer, Vastu consultant, motivational speaker, life coach, actor, anchor, and author, Dr. Sundeep Kochar. Dr. Sundeep has touched the lives of people across the globe, from captains of industry to film stars, and from cricketers to politicians. He's one of the top 10 astrologers in India and one of the best gemologists in Mumbai. He has appeared in many TV shows worldwide, such as Bach Ke Rehna on Z News, Guiding Star on ARY Digital Dubai, What's Your Rashi, and Kismat Ke Sitare on ZTV. Kismat Ke Sitare has completed 2,740 episodes, a first in the history of television. The show is viewed in more than 120 countries. Dr. Kochar is also part of Astro Dunia on Tata Sky. He's the only astrologer to be registered in the Limca Book of Records for hosting the longest running astrology show ever on a national television. He has changed the lives of various people. Dr. Kochar has many awards and accolades to his credit, bestowed by renowned domestic and international institutions, making him a reliable astrological consultant. Without wasting any time further, let's hear Dr. Sundeep Kochar. So, sir, all of us have been really worried about what we saw last year in the form of this pandemic, the economic crisis, struggle, and whatnot. How does 2021 look like?
Yeah, thank you so much for giving a detailed description of my journey so far. And I think God has been very kind. And thank you so much for having me here. And it's my honor and privilege to be a part of such a prestigious institute, INIFD. And I'm very blessed to be here and associated with this since a very, very long time now. And coming back to your question now, yeah, it was a very difficult year. And as I say, if now the only way is way forward. And another thing is, there's nothing which is permanent. So the only thing which we can feel is a change. And we are moving in that direction. So life is always like that, whatever goes up has to come down and vice versa. So every incident or every obstacles or every hurdle or hardship, it gives us some reason about our life or give some insights about life. And that is what we all learn from this journey called life. So I think a lot of people must have changed their perspective towards life because we were all confined in the same place, which we are not used to it because we are, as they say, man is a social animal and we need to move out, meet with people and keep on doing this and that. And we are all enterprising and have a lot of aspirations to explore and do this and that. So even in 2020, when during New Year time in January, a lot of people had a lot of New Year resolution and they had this plan of do this or do that in their career or their personal life. Few of them decided to get married, or few of them, they thought they may go to another country for higher education and whatever it means. Or maybe someone was planning a new business or maybe a new job or better prospects about life, but nothing worked. So that means there was a lot of there was a situation, and it has created a lot of setbacks and some kind of dissatisfaction in everyone's life. Everyone, no matter who the person is, even film stars, they're into anything, entertainment industry, the travel industry, hospitality industry, even this anything which demands creativity, because no one was buying anything, including garments or textiles or whatever. So everything was standstill. So it was completely a very disheartening and a discouraging 2020. That, as I've said just now, that everything moves on, and I think 2021 will definitely give us a new beginning in many ways, and especially after from 6th of April onwards, when Jupiter will be moving to Aquarius. Technically speaking, astrologically speaking, I think that is a time we should expect that things should definitely become back to normal. So obviously we need to maintain that social distancing, and wearing a mask will become a style statement, a fashion statement. It will be more matching and more branding with the mask, I believe in. But I think if we go with the right and cautious way, we will definitely come back to a normal self. And not only that, we will be definitely able to achieve whatever we were aspiring for since last 1 year. I think you need to unmute yourself.
So sorry about that.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for the wonderful thoughts and inputs, Dr. Kochar. I am sure that our audience and all of us will see more positivity around us after listening to you. We have these 5 participants who have sent questions to us. Before we take those questions, any inputs, any suggestions that you have for our students who are aspiring to get into the corporate world in coming few months and years? Anything that you want to suggest to these budding designers across the country?
See, definitely, like it's been 21 years of my journey with astrology. And so being there, done that, I have read more than 100,000 horoscopes till now across the globe. I'm a traveler too. So I have understood one thing, that, I believe in dreams. I always believe in one statement: those who dream the most do the most. So one has to have that kind of dream and enthusiasm in one's mind, because if you feel, I'm okay with it, I'm done with it, if you're too content, then it is not right. At the same time, we need to maintain a balance between what you have and what you aspire for. As I say, thoda hai, thode ki zarurat hai, and which I always say, content with little, yet looking for more. So looking for more is very important. So I think, as I've said, a lot of dissatisfaction has taken place because of this pandemic. But this year, and everyone who is, students are all listening to me, you must be having those kind of desires and ambitions to make it big in life. I would suggest you few things. What I have understood in my journey of astrology since last 21 years is, one, you have to have a lot of acceptance, because that is something which we all miss in this journey. And so less expectation, sometimes more acceptance will help you to sail through, even if it is an adverse situation. But at the same time, I will also suggest you to have that kind of tolerance, because when you are moving, as you have asked me, especially specifically for the corporate job or something like that, you need to have a lot of tolerance. You are not the boss, and you need to accept things the way they are, whoever your boss is, and whatever you are asked to do. I think that is always a learning process. If you feel he doesn't know anything, and this what I'm thinking is right and I'm always right, then it may not help, because wisdom comes with time, wisdom always comes with age. Everyone has become intelligent. Even a 10 years old small kid become feel that he knows everything. But intellect has definitely changed because of the gadgets which we have, because of the internet what we have, and technology which has really gone to the next level. Now we are talking about 5G. So everyone has that knowledge in one's hand, but it is making you intelligent. But wisdom always come with experience. Wisdom always come with age, with time, with understanding. So I'm telling you, with all my experiences, because as I say, experience is the name people give to the mistakes. So whoever people around you are, like your parents and your teachers and whoever, they're elder to you, listen to them. That's the reason we have 2 years. Listen more. Even Steve Jobs said, stay hungry and stay foolish. Your hungry is the desire to do more and more. And foolish is, please don't feel that you know all. So if you have that kind of good listening ability, then you will learn more, know more, will have better experience, and then you will be able to inculcate all those ideas and thought in your life and make it a creative and a beautiful world later on when your time will come.
Wow, great. So stay hungry, stay foolish. That's the great thought that I take away from the session. Now, I am sure our audience knows that you are a Vastu specialist, and most of our interior design students would be willing to know what kind of trends should we look forward to in the year 2021 and the years to come. So, any special tips on Vastu for the forthcoming years?
Definitely is, it is all in the mind. Psychology plays a very, very important role, and it is all here. You feel good in some ambience, you feel dull, or you feel tired in some other. So what really makes a difference is the ambience. So obviously, people who are into interior, they need to understand that because of this lull, 1 year, it is a long time. If you ask someone to take a holiday for 10 days, do nothing, no one can take it, because we are always mobile. We always want to move and explore. So everyone was confined in since last so many months. So this is the time to bring that kind of brightness in your life, because it was a dull moment. Always everything almost looked like dark around, and because of the situation, you tend to read and hear and see news which were very discouraging or depressing sometimes. I think you need to bring that brightness, that kind of light in the interior. So any kind of bright colors, I think, which will definitely will be mood enhancing, and it will give you that kind of positivity. Because I always believe, if anyone who is happy will always be blessed and can attract all the prosperity. So if you want your client to be prosperous and they have to be in a happier state, bring that kind of bright colors in their interior, so that they feel that positivity, and they can move on and forget about 2020, whatever has stopped them to do something better.
Wonderful. So, staying happy, first of all, is the key to success. If you are
Absolutely,
happy,
because I'm interrupting you, sorry. Because I believe in, I've become a poet, and I do remember whenever you talk about happiness, I have written many poetries on happiness. And I remember one is, कि एक ही जिंदगी है, हंस कर गुजार लो. एक ही जिंदगी है, हंस कर गुजार लो, और वैसे भी तो जिंदगी गुजर ही जाएगी. So I think happiness is something which should be the priority in life. And if you are happy, you will be having all those creative juices in your mind, and you will be able to explore or create something which will be more beautiful and people will appreciate.
wow, zindagi to guzarni hi hai, has ke guzar lo. That was a wonderful thought. So, after listening to this, Dr. Kochar, I want to hear more. I am sure our audience also would love to. Something more from your book of poetry.
As I've said, I believe in journey of life. This life has taught me a lot of things, and it is not only my life or my family members, but it is the members or the family which I have created by meeting everyone around in the such a long journey of more than 2 decades. So I wrote it once कि जिंदगी में मुस्कुराने की आदत जरूर डालो, जिंदगी में मुस्कुराने की आदत जरूर डालो, और ना मिले कोई वजह तो आईना ही देख डालो. That means you can smile on yourself, you can have fun of yourself, because that is the biggest thing. If you can laugh on your mistakes or your shortcomings, I think that is a great learning thing, and you will have more acceptance and you will keep on learning more. So I think that is something which I always believe in. Muskurana or shukrana, people who thank God for everything, and they are always happy, and that is why we call the state of bliss. So anyone who is Shukrana means leaving things to God. And that is why in America, they celebrate this festival as #1 festival. Or unfortunately, we have missed out with this festival in India, and that is Thanksgiving. Count your blessings, which we never do. We always try to make it better, bigger. And in that process, we always miss what we have already got. So I think cherish with what you have in hand, and then start looking for more. So that is a balance which I always want to create in this life. So if you can do that, that will give you a lot of harmony. Because life is difficult, I know that. कि माना कि मुश्किल है जरा सी ये जिंदगी, कि माना कि मुश्किल है जरा सी ये जिंदगी, पर जिंदगी जरा सी है ये भी तो मुश्किल है. So I think this is only one life. Make it meaningful, make it beautiful, and create that harmony around you, within you. So within harmony can be created only by acceptance and tolerance, which I said, because I know this new age generation, they are very strong headed because they are very intelligent. So the more tolerance you have, the more humbleness which you can create, the more bonding you can create with your clients or even whoever will connect with you. And that is a bond which I believe is, you can create that synergy, let it be interior or fashion or wherever you are. If you are creating that synergy through colors or through your mindset or through your energies which you carry within you, everything is here. Any positive person, any person who is spiritual will always have that kind of aura around him or her, and that is what can become the success of the secret. Because as I say, energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. If you can transform that positive energies within you, you can pull people around you, you become more popular, you become more famous, you become more successful in not only in professional life but even in personal life, which is equally important.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, year 2021 and the trends, that's what the topic of this discussion is. Our audience, and of course, I also personally would like to know more what is going to happen this year, which brings positivity all around, and what should we expect in careers, in say our economy. What do the trends look like to you?
See, as I've said, now everyone is almost becoming desperate. People call me, my clients call me every day. And because of this dull moment in 2020, people really want to cover that. And that is something which is really dicey. Because if you want to multiply, I always discourage people who always call me and they say they want to become billionaire. I'm not against, earning money. For me, money is important, but it should not be at the priority. So you need to redo your list. And I believe in, the first thing in your life is, if you ask me 5 pointers which one should imply in their life, the first is happiness, which I just said. Just keep wearing a smile, which is very, very important, because as I say, smile can take you mile. And I can still remember one more poetry out of it, कि अब क्या इंतजार करें, that you are waiting for your planets to change, and everyone is looking for that kind of change coming in their life. You go to astrologer and you ask about when your time is going to change and when things will change in your life. But the change is important, which you have to bring in you. And this is what my favorite statement is, that destiny is fixed, no one can change. But a change is changed when you change. And then I made a poetry out of it, कि अब क्या इंतजार करें सितारों के बदलने का, कि अब क्या इंतजार करें सितारों के बदलने का, जब तुम नहीं बदले तो तकदीर क्या बदलेगी. So you have to change yourself. If you feel I'm perfect, no one is perfect, my dear friends. No one is perfect. You have to learn. You have to inculcate, bring that kind of betterment in your life. We need to upgrade. What we do is we buy mobile every year. Why? Because there is upgradation in a lot of things in life. So why don't we upgrade here? Make it a better version of yourself. As I've said, no one is perfect, but become more compassionate person. That is why I was talking about my list. That first thing is your happiness. Second is your harmony at home. Your responsibility. I know most of the students, obviously they are bachelors, so your responsibility towards your parents is very important. They have raised you, to become something meaningful, to do something meaningful in life, become a person of value. Even now, it is your turn to pay back them. At least that harmony at home, which you need to create by becoming best friend of your father, of your mother, of your siblings. Create that kind of thing, because they are getting older now. Most of the students, their parents would be in 50s now. So now they are also slowing down. I'm not saying they will be retiring, because now there is no concept in retiring. Whoever if it is in a government job, even they want to explore, because the mind has become very active. And now, not only that, because of this technological advancement, there are a lot of things which can be done even if you're not going for any kind of job which is 9 to 5. And even in the last 1 year, everyone was working from home. So I think that will become a new norm, and that has become a new normal actually. So I think no one is going to retire, but they are slowing down because of that age. And that is the time when they expect you to create that kind of bond building at home. So if you feel your father is too strict or your mother is always correcting you, I think they are your best friends. They're not your enemies. They have all the experience. They have been there, seen that. They need to now channelize you in the right way. They are just directing you, or they are just suggesting you or guiding you to lead the right path. So please don't feel bad in that kind of situation, because I know a lot of kids, they come to me who are now even in 20s. They come to me, they say, I don't get that space. My parents are always keeping an eye on me, and I'm not going out for this and this and that. See, it is very easy to attract all those vices and having fun time with your friend, but it is very difficult to maintain your own discipline in life. Because anyone who has become famous, you read any kind of biography or any portfolio of any person who has become successful in their journey, they are the one they are the one who have followed some kind of discipline in life. So I think if you can do that, that will definitely help you. So this is the moment where you need to create that harmony and that kind of bonding at home. Third thing, according to me, is your spiritual connect. So anyone who is spiritual, and spiritual, even the definition has changed. If you go to any temple, you will see a lot of people waiting. Even in Mumbai, where I live in, there are a lot of temples here. People go on those particular days, and you don't even get time to see the deity even in five hours, because people believe that today is this day and this is a day where you get more blessings. Actually, that is not a spirituality. That is just just a thought, maybe just a ritual, or just some kind of religious connected to it. But I think spirituality is not about following particular God on particular day. It is about having that connect towards that higher self. Whatever form of God you believe in, if you can have that kind of connect, then definitely it will help you to gain that kind of positivity within you. Because the blessing which you got can only be inculcated when you have a hand of God. So no matter what religion you follow, I'm not talking about any religion here. I feel religion is also man-made, is a very debatable statement. But what I'm saying is spirituality is something which is above that. So try to have that connect, try to have that kind of bonding with the form of God you believe in, and do some meditation. That is the most important thing if you can do, because meditation can be life-changing. And if anyone who can meditate for 10 minutes, early morning, late night, even while lying down on the bed, wherever you are, then definitely you will feel the change in you. You will feel how carefree you have become. You will feel how blessed you are, or how positive you have become. No stress, no anxiety, and you will feel that there's a lot of positivity coming your way. I think I need to take this intercom. If you can just give me a moment, because I didn't expect any call here.
Sure. No problem.
No problem. Somebody else taking care of. Sorry. Yeah. So meditation is something which can be life changing. So I know, kids of this age, of this era, they believe, sometimes they don't believe in God. They say, I believe in universe. I know, people come to me. I know they have what answers they have here. So they say, they have no particular belief in. They believe in humanity. Very good thing. But at least have some connect, and that meditation will definitely help you to keep moving ahead. Now, fourth thing, according to me, is having dreams and desires. As I've said, people say desires can lead to miseries, or desires can lead to vices, but I think desires are equally important. Because if you have no dream, you will not have any idea, because you should have a goal in life. And goal, again, if you talk about dreams or your goals, you make it more materialistic. According to me, you have to maintain a balance between your spiritual side and materialistic side, and create some kind of connect with the nature around you, so that it gives you that kind of energy. You create that synergy, which I have already spoken about, and that will help you to sail through. And the last thing is the fifth point, which I believe in, is compassion. So anyone who understand the power of giving, they feel that what positivity they get, because whatever goes around comes around. It is not only thought in your mind, it is also your deeds, because this is what law of karma says. Your deeds in this life will define your destiny. Because if you spell destiny, it is DESTINY. There is a tiny word attached to destiny. That means destiny can be influenced with your thinking, with your approach towards life, with your spirituality, and with your even charity. So if you are doing good deeds to others, if you're helping needy and poor, if you're just supporting someone, motivating someone, we in India now, things are really a little bit coming up. But if you talk about mental illness, if you talk about depression, 2-3 years back, people, they feel, what you're talking about, there is nothing which exists like that. But it has become a big problem. The reason being that everyone has become so ambitious. And when things are not going their way, because every day is not a Sunday, you can't expect everything to fall in place the way you want. It is a journey, and sometimes it takes months, it takes years actually to really get that kind of fame. And so you have to have that kind of acceptance and tolerance. So this is what you have to understand. But if you're not able to do that, if you're not able to take it, your stress leads to anxiety, and anxiety leads to depressing state. And that depressing state might create some kind of chemical emotional turbulence in your body, which might create some kind of medical ailment. And even doctors and medical scientists all over the globe, they have started saying everything has become psychosomatic. And the definition is bodily disorder from the human brain. That if you are thinking too much about something, or if you're even thinking negative, there is no difference actually, then your mind might create that kind of anxiety, and that is not good for your well-being. That is not good for your happiness, because when you are not happy, you are upset. And when you are upset, you become frustrated, you become irritated, you become agitated, you start reacting in a way which is not needed even. And your small little tone may spoil any good relationship around you, first person and then profession. Then you become aloof, then you become detached, then you become a loner, and then you will say, nobody understand what I'm doing, I'm trying to do best and I'm giving my best. But you fail to understand that the basic principle was to connect, to create that harmony, which is the third time I'm talking about on the same topic, that create that synergy within you, around you. So if you wear a smile, if you are in a harmonious state, I know it is not easy. I know it is not easy, because everyone has a different journey. Everyone has different responsibility. Everyone has different aspirations. They want to go here, there. They have a big list of planning. I want to complete this course first, and then I need to go to UK or US. So I know you have a timeline also in your mind. And if it is not working, like because of 2020, nothing worked. Nobody moved, even an inch. We were there, it's glued to wherever we were. But this is what I said is all about learning. And I'm sure a lot of people have changed their mindset in the last 1 year. People used to call me earlier for buying another car, a beautiful, bigger car, or to buy another house, which was 4 BHK now. They are done with 3 BHK. But now things have changed in the last 1 year. People are looking for their well-being. People are looking for their happiness. They are, first time, I'm so happy, because in the last 21 years, I was only talking about happiness. Forget about becoming a billionaire. I'm not saying it is bad. But where is your harmony? Where is your relationship? Where is your happiness? Now people are realizing it. So I think even adversity sometimes give you some kind of opportunity, at least in your mind. And I'm sure people have become different. They have changed their list of what aspirations they had in mind. So what I'm saying is, this mindset is very, very important. So anyone who wish to, everyone, of course, they say health is our wealth. So if you need to be in a healthy state, you need to be happy, because every happy person is a healthy person, and every happy person is a wealthy person, because prosperity can only be attracted because of that positive energies which you have in mind. Even when I was in London, I read an article, even on the headline, it said, doctors will keep on telling you it is all in the mind. Doctors will keep on telling you it is all in the mind. So I was, zapped that, even in this 21st century, we are talking about Mars, going to Mars. And now they say it's all here. So I read the article, and they said exactly the same thing which I just spoke, that not only, psychosomatic, they have even discovered another phenomena. It is known as BDS, bodily distress syndrome. So that means if you can, if you are thinking too much, or if you're creating that kind of negative mindset within you, then that is not right. So what I'm saying is, I just got a message that I need to, talk in Hindi as well. So मैं क्या कहना चाहता हूँ, जैसे मैंने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कहा कि थोड़ा है, थोड़े की जरूरत है, एक बैलेंस अगर आप अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में, अपनी मटेरियलिस्टिक लाइफ में, अपनी स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में अगर बना सकते हैं, आई थिंक दैट इज हाउ यू विल क्रिएट दैट काइंड ऑफ हार्मनी, एंड यही आपको अपनी मंजिल तक लेकर जाएगा. बिकॉज जिंदगी जो है थोड़ी सी मुश्किल है. माना आई रोट इट वंस कि जिंदगी मुश्किल है या मुश्किल में है जिंदगी. तो जिंदगी तो मुश्किल है. इट इज नॉट इजी टू अचीव योर गोल. जो हम चाहते हैं वो हो जाए, ये जरूरी तो नहीं. नॉट एवरीवन कैन बिकम फेमस. नॉट एवरीवन कैन बिकम शाहरुख खान और दीपिका पादुकोण और सचिन तेंदुलकर और व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू बिकम इन दिस लाइफ, बिकॉज एवरीवन हैज अ डिफरेंट डेस्टिनी और जर्नी, व्हाट वी कॉल, जो पहले से डिफाइंड है, जिसको हम कहते हैं इट इज ऑल फिक्स. तो मुश्किल है टू अचीव समथिंग, एंड दैट इन सच ए कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड. तो जिंदगी मुश्किल है, लेकिन हम उसको मुश्किल में डाल देते हैं बाय समटाइम स्विमिंग अगेंस्ट द टाइड, बिकॉज यू डोंट नो, टाइम इज नॉट राइट. तो जब वक्त ठीक नहीं है और आपको नहीं पता है कि वक्त आपका साथ नहीं दे रहा है, तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं, आप अपनी जद्दोजहद की वजह से, एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट की वजह से उसको अचीव नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो आपका फ्रस्ट्रेशन लेवल और बढ़ता चला जाता है. तो उसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, आप और फ्रस्ट्रेट हुए चले जा रहे हैं। तो सबसे आसान तरीका है कि उसको वक्त पे छोड़ दीजिए। लेकिन वो मुझे पोइट्री याद आई है, लेकिन लेट मी कंप्लीट माई पोइट्री जो मैं सुना रहा था अभी आपको, कि जिंदगी मुश्किल है कि मुश्किल में है जिंदगी, जिंदगी मुश्किल है या फिर मुश्किल में है जिंदगी, कभी गुजर जाते हैं हम और कभी गुजर जाती है जिंदगी। That means everyone has to perish one day. We never talk about death. We always talk about doing something meaningful in this life. But जिंदगी को अगर फ्लो के साथ चलाइए, जो मैं अभी कह रहा था कि मान कि जिंदगी तो महज एक दरिया है, कि जिंदगी तो महज एक दरिया है, बहते चलो बस यही एक जरिया है, ऑलवेज गो विद द फ्लो। और जो इंसान इस फ्लो के साथ चलना सीख गया, मैं आपको दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि नो मैटर कि आपका फैमिली बैकग्राउंड क्या है, नो मैटर आप कौन से शहर से हैं, कि जरूरी नहीं थी कि हर इंसान मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी में रहता है। आप एक छोटे से शहर से भी हो सकते हैं। मैं खुद एक छोटे से शहर से हूँ, बट हमारे खुद के शहर में एक अखबार भी छपता नहीं था। मैं इतने साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ, बट उस दौरान, उस जमाने में भी मेरा यही सपना था कि मेरी फोटो अखबार में छपे, मैं कहीं टेलीविजन में आऊँ, लोग मुझको जाने, मुझे पहचाने। एंड जो अभी सर ने ही गिव डिस्क्रिप्टिव प्रोफाइल अबाउट माई सेल्फ, जो कुछ चीजें मैं भूल भी चुका था इतने सालों में। सो गॉड हैज बीन काइंड। लेकिन मैं आपको क्या कहना चाहता हूँ, भले ही आप साइकिल चला के स्कूल जाते थे, मैं भी जाता था, लेकिन मैंने बचपन से एक थॉट अपने मन में बिल्कुल संभाल के रखा हुआ था और अभी भी रखा हुआ है। और मैं आपको ये बात दावे से कह सकता हूँ कि वैसे तो रोंडा भाई ने ये किताब 12 साल पहले लिखी थी, 2008 में, अब तो 13 साल होने वाले, द सीक्रेट्स। एंड उसमें वो किताब मैंने 2 पेज पढ़े, मुझे बहुत लोगों ने गिफ्ट की वो, और मैं अभी तक वो किताब मैंने पूरी नहीं पढ़ी, 2 पेज पढ़े, बिकॉज आई अंडरस्टूड व्हाट शी इज सेइंग। और ये वही थॉट है जो बचपन से मैं साइकिल चलाते हुए मन में सोचा करता था, और वो थॉट ये है, और जो भी आज मैं बना हूँ, and whatever I will become in future, I will definitely give a lot of credit to this particular statement, and that statement goes like this: you become what you think। यानी आप जो सोचते हैं, आपकी पूरी कायनात। और वैसे भी शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग है कि किसी भी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो, पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उसे मिलाने में लग जाती है। और ये शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग तो बाद में था, अल्केमिस्ट का थॉट है। दैट मींस जैसा आप सोचते हैं वैसे ही आपका माइंडसेट क्रिएट होता है। और जो मैं इतनी देर से बोल रहा हूँ कि माइंडसेट इज ऑल अबाउट हियर योर एनर्जीज। ये जो मशीन जो बनी हुई है, हमारी जो बॉडी है, ये बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट मशीन है। आज मॉडर्न एरा में जो साइंस है, हम लोग रोबोटिक्स की बात कर रहे हैं, हम लोग नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी की बात कर रहे हैं, मार्स में जाने की बात कर रहे हैं, व्हाटएवर इट इज ए 5G नाउ। अभी भी बॉडी को मैच नहीं कर सकती है ये मॉडर्न, सो कॉल्ड मॉडर्न साइंस। अभी भी आपका रेटिना खराब हो जाए, कोई रेटिना का इलाज नहीं। आज भी ब्लड यू कैन नॉट क्रिएट ब्लड एक्चुअली। और आज भी यू कैन नॉट क्रिएट हैप्पीनेस। you can create all those beautiful things around you। आपके लग्जरी के साधन हो सकते हैं, आप म्यूजिक सुन सकते हैं, जो भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन स्टेट ऑफ माइंड को कैसे जाना जाए, एंड स्पेशली ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी। आप सुपर कंप्यूटर की बात कर रहे हैं, आप ह्यूमनॉइड्स बना रहे हैं, रोबोटिक्स पे काम कर रहे हैं, बट आप स्टेट ऑफ माइंड को अभी भी आप कॉन्कर नहीं कर सकते। यू डोंट नो हु इज लाइकिंग हुम। यहाँ पे कुछ लोग हैं मुझे लाइक कर रहे होंगे, यहाँ पे कुछ लोग हैं वो कहेंगे भाई साहब कब चुप होंगे। तो everyone is different with a different mindset, with a different approach, so people are different। so इतना जो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी है, उसको समझना और उसको समझाना दोनों डिफिकल्ट। क्योंकि समझना किसी को, कभी कभी मैरिड कपल दे टॉक टू ईच अदर, अभी 20 साल हो गए शादी को, मैं अभी तक तुमको नहीं समझ पाया या समझ पाई, though they are living under the same roof। so when you are coming across to someone, you don't know the person, who the person is, but that is the complication। so what I'm saying is कि नेचर को अगर आप देखिए तो नेचर ही ब्यूटीफुल है। ये हमारी कायनात, हमारी सोच, हमारा माइंडसेट, हमारी साइकोलॉजी, ये इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है कि इसको अगर इंसान इसके बेसिक चीजों को समझ ले, एंड दैट इज व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। व्हाट आई एम एस्ट्रोलॉजर। इतने सालों से एस्ट्रोलॉजी करते करते इतने हॉरोस्कोप मैंने देखे हैं, फ्रॉम टू फिल्म स्टार्स, टू क्रिकेटर्स, टू इंडस्ट्रियल्स, टू हूएवर। मेरे इतने बिलियनर क्लाइंट्स भी हैं जो पाउंड्स और डॉलर्स में बिलियनर हैं। बट आई हैव अंडरस्टूड वन थिंग, इट इज नॉट अबाउट मनी विच यू क्रिएट, इट इज ऑल अबाउट हैप्पीनेस और हार्मनी विच यू क्रिएट इन योर लाइफ। और जो इंसान, और मैं तो वही कहता हूं हमेशा कि खुश नसीब है वो लोग जो खुश रहा करते हैं, खुश नसीब है वो लोग जो खुश रहा करते हैं, और ऐसे सितारे किस काम के जो रात भर जगा करते हैं। दैट मीन्स क्रिएट दैट हैप्पीनेस। मैं बार बार आपको उधर लेकर आ रहा हूँ। आई नो आप बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे यंग हैं, आई नो दैट आपके सबके एम्बिशन है, बट मैं आपको सारी वो बातें बता रहा हूँ जो हो सकता है कि आपको 5 साल बाद जरूरत पड़े शादी के बाद, और या 10 साल के बाद जरूरत पड़े, जब आपके भी बच्चे हो जाएं, तब आपको ये बात समझ में आएगी कि कैसे अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस आउट करना है। तो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, मैं आपके साथ हूँ, आपकी माय गुड विशेस, माय एनर्जीज आर विद यू। मेक दिस अ मीनिंगफुल लाइफ, अ ब्यूटीफुल लाइफ। achieve your ambitions what you have. I'm not against that, but what I'm saying is maintain. अगर आप एक बैलेंस बना के चलते हैं अपने स्पिरिचुअल, बिकॉज स्पिरिचुअलिटी प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. आई एम नॉट सेलिंग एनी इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी है. आपके इंश्योरेंस आपके स्पिरिचुअल बनने से मेरी जिंदगी में कोई फर्क आने वाला नहीं है, लेकिन ये मैं बता सकता हूँ दावे के साथ कि जो जो इंसान अपने स्पिरिचुअल पाथ को पकड़ लेता है आज से, कल तो कभी आता नहीं, आज से सुबह दोपहर शाम रात को बैठे बैठे whenever you get time, close your eyes and just try to visualize one white divine light. एक सफेद व्हाइट कलर की लाइट जो डिवाइन है, भगवान से आ रही है, जो भी आपका फॉर्म ऑफ बिलीव है वहां से आ रही है, और आपके आईब्रोज के बीच में. तो ये बहुत ही सिंपल टेक्निक है पर बहुत ही इफेक्टिव टेक्निक है. इफ यू कैन जस्ट डू इट 5 minutes every day, even while lying down on the bed, मैं आपको दावे से कह सकता हूँ कि आपकी जो एनर्जीज हैं, आपका जो हैप्पीनेस क्वोशेंट है, आपकी जो हार्मनी है, आपका जो 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 सराउंडिंग है जिसको हम ऑरा कहते हैं, इट विल बिकम सो पॉजिटिव कि आपको किसी मोटिवेशन की जरूरत नहीं, किसी आपको कोई मोटिवेशनल वीडियोस नहीं देखने. यू योरसेल्फ विल बी सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड. एंड आप फिर आप देखिए कि नो मैटर व्हाट सिचुएशन यू आर इन, आप किसी भी हालात में हो, किसी भी हालत में हो, किसी के भी साथ में हो, किसी के अकेले भी हो, आपको एक ऐसी एनर्जी आपके साथ चलती रहेगी जो आपको अपनी मंजिल तक लेकर जाएगी जरूर. कि जिंदगी की कहानी का एक किस्सा हूँ, जिंदगी की कहानी का एक किस्सा हूँ, अकेला हूँ बस पर इस भीड़ का हिस्सा हूँ. यानी भले ही आप अकेले हैं लेकिन इस भीड़ के साथ हैं, उस भीड़ के साथ चलते रहिए. एंड यू नो ये टुगेदरनेस की बॉन्डिंग क्रिएट करता है. और इवन इफ यू आर अलूफ, इवन इफ यू आर, जरूर नहीं है कि हर इंसान 10 लोगों के साथ चलता ही हो. माना कि वो गाना भी था कि दुनिया चलती है लेकिन फिर भी तन्हाई में रहता है, जो भी था, आई फॉरगॉट दैट लिरिक्स नाउ. बट ये मैं जरूर कह सकता हूँ कि भले ही आपका जो भी सिचुएशन हो, अगर आप अपने अंदर अंदर ये बॉन्डिंग क्रिएट कर लेते हैं जो मैं आज आपको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, देन डेफिनेटली कि आपकी जो जिंदगी है वो ब्यूटीफुल हो जाएगी. और उससे मुझे याद आ गया जो मैं बहुत देर से याद करने की कोशिश कर रहा था कि किसी से गिला नहीं मुझे जिंदगी में. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नो ग्रीवियंसेस, नो नेगेटिव थॉट अबाउट समवन. हर एक इंसान का एक पर्पस है, एक रीजन है. पीपल मीट अप इन योर लाइफ फॉर सम रीजंस और सम सिचुएशन. तो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज क्रिएट हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस. जो मैं कह रहा था, तो किसी से गिला नहीं मुझे जिंदगी में, तना हूं पर खुश हूं खुद ही से जिंदगी. तो अगर आप खुद से खुश रहना सीख जाएंगे, खुद की कंपनी को एंजॉय करना सीख जाएंगे, अपने इसीलिए शीशा देखना बहुत जरूरी है कि अगर आईना ना होता. और ये मैं आपको सब बता दूं, व्हाटएवर आई एम सेइंग, दीज आर ऑल माय पोएट्रीज. मैं कभी कॉपी पेस्ट, सॉरी समवन इज कॉलिंग मी रिपीटेडली, मैं कभी कॉपी पेस्ट में बिलीव नहीं करता. मैंने ये लिखा कि अगर आईना ना होता तो हकीकत ना होती, अगर आईना ना होता तो हकीकत ना होती, फिर खुद को कैसे पहचानते हैं. तो खुद को पहचानिए, अपनी स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेस को जानिए, बिकॉज सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन इज द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट टास्क. हर इंसान को लगता है कि वो परफेक्ट है, कंप्लीट है, विच इज नॉट. तो दैट इज वेयर एस्ट्रोलॉजी प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. क्योंकि एक एस्ट्रोलॉजर जो स्ट्रेंजर है वो आपको चंद सेकंडों में बता सकता है कि हु यू आर, आपकी जर्नी क्या है, आपका हाउ इंट्रोवर्ट यू आर, हाउ pessimistic you are, how positive you are, how aggressive you are, how kind you are, how emotional you are. तो आपको जब वो एक स्ट्रेंजर बताता है जो आपके पेरेंट्स आपको 20 साल से बता रहे हैं, तो दैट इज अ मोमेंट ऑफ रियलाइजेशन. और फिर आपको समझ में आता है कि यार ही इज राइट, ही डजंट नो मी, बट अगर ये मुझे बता रहा है तो ये मुझे इस पे काम करना चाहिए. तो एक तो ये रियलाइजेशन होता है. दूसरा, एस्ट्रोलॉजी का सबसे बड़ा पर्पस है कि वो आपको आपके आने वाले वक्त के बारे में बताता है. बिकॉज कल क्या हो किसको खबर, कोई और साइंस बनी ही नहीं, कोई कंप्यूटर आज तक बना ही नहीं, कोई ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी है ही नहीं जो आपको आने वाले कल के बारे में बता दे. और ये जो एस्ट्रोलॉजी है ये 10,000 साल पुरानी साइंस है. इट इज ए पार्ट ऑफ वेदास, इसीलिए इसका नाम ज्योतिष है. संस्कृत का वर्ड है. ईश मीन्स लाइट एंड ज्योति मीन्स गॉड. दिस इज लाइट ऑफ गॉड. तो इतने हजारों साल पुरानी ना कोई टेलीस्कोप था, ना कोई सैटेलाइट थी. और अभी तक ये मैं अगर किसी को हॉरोस्कोप में मैकबुक में देख रहा हूँ, तो फ्रॉम वेदास टू मैकबुक अगर ये अभी तक एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है तो उसका एक ही रीजन है कि इट हैज ए सब्सटेंस. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली because of commercialization, because of this what we call the Kali Yuga, not everyone is doing things in the right manner. I'm not talking only about astrologers, but even in various professions. Let it be law है, lawyers भी हैं, वो भी नहीं चाहते कि आपका केस जल्दी रिजॉल्व हो जाए. या डॉक्टर्स को भी टारगेट मिलता है कि आपके क्लिनिक हॉस्पिटल में रूम बुक हो जाना चाहिए, जो भी आता है उसको एडमिट कर लो. I'm not saying everyone is like that, please pardon me on that, but what I'm saying is most of the time सो कोई भी प्रोफेशन कैसा भी किसी भी तरह का हो, पीपल आर ट्राइंग टू एक्सप्लॉइट. सेम गोज विद एस्ट्रोलॉजी. इट हैज बिकम अनफॉर्चुनेटली अ बिजनेस ऑफ फियर एंड लाइज. तो लोग इसीलिए डरने लगे. एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास बात करेंगे, बोले नहीं नहीं, ये अभी कोई पूजा बता देंगे कि पंडित जी ने पूजा बताई है और आपकी कैपेसिटी उनको दिख गई कि आपने BMW की अगर रख दी टेबल पे लाकर, या आपने अपना आईफोन 12 रख दिया, तो उस समय में आएगा कि 1.5 लाख का तो फोन है इसके हाथ में, और ये 20 लाख की गाड़ी चला रहा है या 25 लाख की, तो उसको समझ में आएगा कि आपसे 2 लाख या 5 लाख कैसे निकालना. तो दिस इज हाउ दे कैलकुलेट. तो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि you have to know your life. तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली यार, तो दिस इज बिकम ए बिजनेस ऑफ फियर एंड लाइफ, व्हिच इज नॉट राइट. इसीलिए मैंने एक बार फेसबुक में लिखा था कि एस्ट्रोलॉजी इज ऑलवेज राइट, but astrologers are left and right. So because of growing number of astrologers getting a bad name. But one thing, my dear friends, I would like to tell you, try to find one good astrologer, whoever it is. I'm not saying I'm the best. God has been kind to me. Whatever my journey is, it is okay. But here, I'm talking to you as my responsibility, not as an astrologer, but as a person who is connected with this such a beautiful, prestigious institute called INIFD. I feel privileged. I feel proud to be a part of it since such a long time. So because of that responsibility, I'm telling you, try to know about your journey once. जिंदगी में एक बार खाली अपने हॉरोस्कोप एक अच्छे एस्ट्रोलॉजर को दिखाइए एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड योर जर्नी. फर्स्ट अपने वीकनेसेस को जानिए, विच आई एम ऑलवेज राइट में फंस जाते हैं इंसान, जो मैंने कहा. दूसरा, अपने पोटेंशियल को जानिए कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू कैन डू. एंड थर्ड इज अपने टाइम को जानिए कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम द टाइम विच इज गोइंग टू कम इन योर कमिंग मंथ्स और ईयर्स. तो अगर आप इस तरह से अपना एक लेआउट बना लेते हैं, तो लाइक वी से एक स्वॉट एनालिसिस होती है, उसमें एक और ऐड कर लीजिए. इट इज एस्ट्रोलॉजी का भी इनपुट लेकर, अपने इंटेलेक्ट के साथ, अपने एक्सपीरियंस के साथ, अपने विजडम के साथ एस्ट्रोलॉजी का भी इनपुट अगर आप ले लेते हैं, तो दैट विल क्रिएट ए गुड लेआउट टुवर्ड्स द जर्नी ऑफ योर लाइफ. और फिर आप जो प्लान करते हैं, इफ इट इज राइटली टाइम, क्योंकि मैं इसको कहता था कि जिस इंसान ने सही वक्त पे सही डिसीजन लिया, किस्मत ने साथ उसी का दिया. क्योंकि एक और डायलॉग मुझे याद है, बिकॉज आई वाज डूइंग ए सीरियल ऑन सहारा. इट वाज बेस्ड ऑन रियल लाइफ स्टोरीज बेस्ड ऑन एस्ट्रोलॉजी. सो आई यूज्ड टू होस्ट इट. तो मैं बीच में सीन के बीच में आता था. बहुत क्राइम बेस्ड वो शो था. बहुत सारे डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन में मुझे वो एंकरलिंग मुझे करने पड़ते थे. तो मैं कहता था कि जब वक्त बदलता है तो सितारे बदल जाते हैं. जब वक्त बदलता है तो सितारे बदल जाते हैं, और सितारों के बदलते ही इंसान की सोच बदल जाती है. तो जैसे ही प्लेनेट चेंज हुआ, तो आपकी सोच बदलनी शुरू हो गई. अब आपके पेरेंट्स कह रहे हैं, तुम्ही ने तो कहा था तुमको ये कोर्स करना है, अब तुमको ये इसमें अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, अब नाउ यू वांट टू डू समथिंग डिफरेंट. तो अचानक ऐसा क्या हुआ कि जिससे आपको बेपनाह मोहब्बत थी, वो चीज छोड़ के आप कुछ और करने की फिराक में आ गए. तो आपने क्या किया कि जो भी आपने वो ईयर्स उसमें लगाए, जो भी आपने टाइम इन्वेस्ट किया, वो अब आप उसको फिजल आउट होता जा रहा है. आपने अपनी जिंदगी के खूबसूरत टाइम साल उसमें लगा दिए. उसको छोड़ के आप अगर आप कुछ और करना चाहते हैं, देखिए, there are a lot of people who have changed their journey. I also wanted to play for India. I was very good, extraordinary leg spin googly करता था. I played with Rahul Dravid for 2 years. कितने इंडियन क्रिकेटर्स हैं इनके साथ में खेलता था. And I was very close to be there, but unfortunately because of change in situation circumstances I left it. But उसके बाद मैं एस्ट्रोलॉजर बन गया. जरूरी नहीं है कि जो आप कर रहे हैं वो आपका that becomes your calling. Sometimes it comes in a different fashion. But what I'm saying is, make one thing your core. And that is what even I have understood. I've also acted in few movies, one Hindi, one Marathi as a lead actor, and done few serials also. But one very famous director, he told me once, I can quote him now even, Rajkumar Santoshi ji, he said, Sandeep, that the statement he said was some 12 years back, I think. He said, never leave your core for more. And I still remember. And I tell everyone, clearly, it is not that I'm a failure. I didn't become a cricketer. I couldn't play for India, or I couldn't become an actor. No, I have no grievances. I have, अगर मैं क्रिकेटर होता आज रिटायर हो गया होता. अगर मैं एक्टर बचता तो अभी बैठा होता घर पे, कि अगला मुझे मूवी कब मिलेगी, और रोल मेरा क्या होगा, और एडिटिंग में मेरे रोल कितने कट हो जाएंगे, और जो एक्टर मुझे पसंद है उसके साथ वो किसी और की हीरोइन बन जाएगी. तो मैं तो फ्रस्ट्रेटेड मोड में चला जाता. दैट्स द रीजन people are more frustrated in this industry. I'm not saying everyone, but what I'm saying is I'm very happy, I'm content, and I feel I'm blessed that I'm into in a profession which is helping me to guide people. क्योंकि ये एक ऐसा डिवाइन साइंस है जिससे मैं आपकी जिंदगी को बदलने की कोशिश करूँ. अगर रोज मैं ऐसा कर रहा हूँ, रोज मैं आज हजारों लोग मुझे सुन रहे हैं. ये मैं टाटा स्काई है, आई डू फॉर लॉट ऑफ चैनल्स. कल रेडियो में मैंने यूएसए में किया. तो लॉट ऑफ पीपल, मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल यू कैन इन्फ्लुएंस just by talking like this, by sharing your ideas, your experiences of your life, or people's life who you come across. So I think इससे बड़ी blessings नहीं हो सकती. So I think I'm blessed. But what I'm saying is, make this your core. जिसमें आपने मेहनत की है, जो आज आप इंटीरियर में हैं या आज आप फैशन में हैं, इसको छोड़िए मत, इसको जिंदगी का हिस्सा बनाइए. बाद में आपको डाइवर्सिफाई करना है, यू वांट टू टेक इट टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल, यू कैन बिल्ड थिंग्स अराउंड इट. ये मैं एक आपको सही एडवाइस देना चाहता हूँ. Yes sir, if you have any question related to it.
That was enlightening, I am sure, for all the audience. I guess we should now take questions from the students. So first we will pick those 5 students who had sent questions beforehand. The first name that I have in the list is Ayushi. Let me just check if she's there. That's Ayushi Agarwal from INIFD, Hyderabad. Ayushi, if you're there in the Zoom session, please raise your hand once so that I can give you access to speak. And Ayushi from Hyderabad. Okay, while we figure out, let me take the next candidate on the list. That's Kanan Chawla from INIFD Indore. Kanan, I can see.
So Ayushi said yes.
Okay, so we'll give her the next opportunity. Let's first speak with Kanan. So Kanan,
Okay.
You need to turn your camera on and unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Oh, Kanan. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. I heard Karan. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So, sir, my question to you is, if astrology is all about prediction and predicting the future, so and we all are destined to some other place, so why we can't just change it?
See, as I've said, destiny is fixed. No one can change. But at the same time, I believe in one thing, that 75% is fixed. Like you can't choose your parents. You know, it is fixed. So that is your journey. That is where the city you are in now. You are in Indore, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you had no idea that you are going to born in Indore or in New York. You know, so you have no control on that. So I would have said Singapore. Indore and Singapore is still rhyming. But anyways, so what I'm saying is you can't have a lot of things in your control, but there are things which you can definitely modify. But it has to be rightly timed, as I've just said. So if you are running a good time, then what you are planning, you may get success in that. And what if you have a great thought and a great idea in your mind, and you don't know this is a very difficult phase of your life, then you will take a right decision at the wrong time, which will ultimately turn out to be a wrong decision, because everything is time. Everything is time. So definitely things can be changed. I should share this. I think I missed out with this thought. I believe in power of visualization. So if you have a strong desire to do something, that if somebody wish to go somewhere, he feel that, you know, मेरे खानदान में किसी का पासपोर्ट नहीं है और मुझे लंदन में जाके सेटल होना है या मुझे वहां पे जाके पढ़ाई करनी है और मे बी यूएस में, तो उसका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग डिजायर वो एनर्जीज को क्रिएट करेगा. इफ इट इज प्रैक्टिकल, इफ इट इज मीनिंगफुल, इफ इट इज राइटली इंटेंट, दैट इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. कोई सोचे मैं भागकर रात को ट्रेन पकड़ के मैं मुंबई हीरो बनने आ रहा हूँ, दैट इज नॉट राइट, बट इट हैज टू बी मीनिंगफुल. इसलिए मैं आपको समझाना चाहता हूँ. तो वो अगर राइट इंटेंट के साथ है, एनर्जी के साथ है, तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन चेंज. So a lot of things lie even in my wildest dream. As I've told you, I'm from a very small city in UP. It is called Shahjahanpur. I never thought of being in Mumbai. मेरा कोई भी relative नहीं था पहले यहाँ, you know. So it happened to me like that. Now I'm living in my house here in Mumbai, which was not in my head, you know. So it is a thought. It is a process which pulls you in that direction, which sometimes you are destined for, or sometimes you create it. I'm an astrologer. I should not be talking against destiny, but still I'm saying you can create it. You can modify it, and that is how it works.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a detailed answer.
You're welcome. I hope. And do you agree with whatever I have told you, Kanan? Not here, but whatever I was talking since last almost.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay, great.
Thank you for the question, Kanan. Hope you got the answer right. Have a good day. Okay, we have Ayushi with us now. Ayushi, you need to unmute yourself, turn your camera on.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ayushi. I feel you are in some kind of a classroom, or is a virtual background?
No, I'm in a classroom, sir.
Oh my God! So everyone is listening to me there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's only you and me who are not wearing any mask. Okay, great. Okay, tell me. Go ahead.
So my question is, does astrology affect the interiors of a room or a building? If yes, how? And if no, why?
Okay, I would definitely say yes. See, as I've said, everyone is different. Like like looking at your forehead, looking at your eyebrows. The picture is a little bit hazy because light is coming from behind, so it is not that clear. But I feel your Mercury is very strong, and that's the reason you love to read, you love to learn, because that is one intellectual thing. Mercury is a planet of intellect, which helps a person to learn or keep on learning or keep on knowing a lot of things. So anyone who is ruled by Mercury will always be fond of green color. So green color will always, become as one of your favorite colors. And when green becomes favorite, then if you bring that greenery in your house, in your interior, you start feeling good. Like someone who is ruled by Saturn will always love to have blue color. They love to wear blues. No matter, even if you look at the wardrobe, you will say, where is the other color? This wardrobe is only blue color. His hair, where are the other color? They say, no, this is the only color I like. So they are fond of those colors. So if you bring those colors which are good for you or which you are fond of, you create that kind of harmony. When even if you realize, whenever you go to a mall or maybe in someone's place, you either feel good or you don't feel good at all. So what is the difference? It is not about the air conditioner there, or what snacks they are offering. It is about the ambience. So ambience is how you create it. So if it is liking with your likingness of your mind, the psychology which is talking about, as per your horoscope, you feel good. So people who are ruled by Mars, they always like vibrant colors. They like red as one of the color. Somebody might not like red. So if red is around, they feel energetic, they feel positive. So every individual horoscope can definitely influence the interior part of anyone's living room or drawing or whatever room you are in. Basically interiors I'm talking about, and that can enhance the positivity which I was talking about. And anything else you have in mind?
So I have one more question. For designing a room or an apartment for a person, so does astrology should be considered?
Definitely, yes. I always tell my client, it is all about Astro and Vastu all combined. So when I said, just now, like someone, like this is not my language, but I'm just saying, अरे red color तो आपके लिए घातक है. Astrologer says घातक means it is harmful for you. और आपने उनके घर में red color interior में लगा दिया. So the person will become agitated within mind because red is all about energy. तो वो उसको accept नहीं कर पाएगा. तो अगर आपकी लाइकिंग वाले कलर्स हैं, मैं हॉरोस्कोप किसी का भी देख के 1 सेकंड में बता देता हूँ कि आपके फेवरेट कलर्स क्या है. इट इज सो ब्यूटीफुल. आपकी कुंडली से आपके फेवरेट कलर मैं बता देता हूँ. इट इज लाइक दैट. तो अगर आपके फेवरेट कलर्स आपके एम्बियंस में हैं, आपका सोफा का कलर, कर्टन के कलर, वॉल का कलर, then it gives you some kind of happiness around you, and that is how you feel. I'm asking your classmates now. Am I right on that? Do you agree with me that you enter somewhere, you either feel good or bad depending on the colors which you see around? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So that is what I'm talking about. So it is all about Astro means planet which plays with your mind, which is the programming of your mind. Astrology, if you ask me, is nothing. It is just the programming of your mind. When you are born, तो जो planet उस समय zodiac में थे, उसी ने आपकी mind की programming को settle कर दिया. That's the reason हर इंसान अलग है. हर इंसान की programming अलग है. Samsung की तरह behave करता है, iPhone की तरह behave करता है, because दोनों की programming अलग है. लेकिन जो human mind है, उसका तो मतलब it is complicated. It is very difficult to understand. That's the reason आपके क्लासरूम में 50 लोग बैठे हैं, आपके फ्रेंड 5 हो सकते हैं, बाकी 45 आपसे क्यों नहीं कनेक्ट होते? ऐसा नहीं है कि you have some ego issues or you are not liking people. It is a connect. यही bonding और repulsion create करता है. So this is all in the mind here. So if you know that through horoscope, then you create that kind of ambience or that kind of prosperity or positivity in anyone's interiors.
Thank you so much, sir.
मुझे लगता है कि जितने इंटीरियर के स्टूडेंट हैं, उनको कोई ना कोई एस्ट्रोलॉजर एज ए कंसल्टेंट भी अपने साथ रखना चाहिए.
Right. Okay, thank you, Ayushi. Looking at the time constraints, we would like to call Devarshi Roy next from Salt Lake City, Kolkata.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Devarshi. Yeah, hi.
So my question is, what will be the scenario of fashion retailing in this year?
See, as I've said, how many shirts did you buy in 2020?
So 3, 4.
Sorry?
So 3, 4.
I didn't buy a single one. So what I'm saying is, people, because of the confinement, because of the fear, and obviously they had to, because of this pandemic, everything has gone to the bottom. Now the only way is way up. So definitely, you're asking me about, how the business of fashion would be. I feel people will definitely like to upgrade their wardrobe because they're done with it. Everyone was working from home. They were wearing pajamas, but because of, Zoom calls and webinars and this and that, they have to be, all wearing all good things like this. So now they are done with it. They really want to bring that change. First change is they now want to come out from the home because it was confinement, which is not our human nature. And secondly, think they need to bring that kind of colors. They need to bring that change in them. So I definitely believe that the moment this pandemic will be over, now, yeah, I see. Even I have bought, a few night wears for myself. But I see in every mall or wherever showroom, people are coming and they are looking for, naya kya hai, abhi dikhaiye aur dikhaiye. The people are looking for those kind of good things around. Ek cheez zarur hai, I must tell you, Devashish, because of Devashish, right?
Devarshi, sir.
Sorry?
Devarshi, sir.
Devarishi. Okay. Oh, Devarishi. Wow. It is okay. Great. So Devarishi, one thing is there is, it is not about the trends. It is something to buy new. So anything, if you can create new, create differently, create creatively, I think that people will be fascinated. And as I've told you just now, if you were listening, that bring that brightness into it, because everyone had a lot of dull moments in the last so many months. People had a lot of argument, even the spouses, even the kids around, even siblings fighting with each other because everyone was locked together. Now it is the time of change. So bring that kind of brightness in anyone's life. And I'm sure 2021 should definitely bring a lot of boom in fashion industry, because people are looking for that change and brightness, which will bring happiness in their mind.
Sir, will this texter be able to bounce back, or the e-commerce will be the game changer? What's your idea about this?
Can you repeat your question?
Sir, will this texter be able to bounce back, or the e-commerce will be the game changer?
One is e-commerce. The first one I'm not able to understand. The first one.
Sir, fashion retailing.
See, I think, e-commerce was, those 5 shirts which you have bought last year, I'm sure mostly, you got it from e-commerce only, online, because it was not allowed to shop, right?
Yes, sir.
So now people are looking for retailing. They want to feel it. That is what our nature is. आज अगर शादी.com से भी आप शादी करोगे, तब भी आप लड़की से मिलोगे, तभी शादी करोगे. Yes or no?
Yeah, oh, yes, sir.
So you have to feel energy. You have to feel the texture, or especially in fabrics or in fashion, you should feel that. तो वो रिटेल बूम करेगा ही करेगा, बिकॉज घर पे बैठे बैठे सबने ऑर्डर किया, ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर किया, कभी ओवर साइज हो गया, कभी कलर उसको समझ में नहीं आया, पिक्चर में इट वाज लुकिंग अमेजिंग रॉयल ब्लू, जब वो आया तो वो डल ब्लू था, तो इट वाज नॉट, तो इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. सो व्हेन व्हाट यू सी फ्रॉम योर आई, द रियल थिंग, that will help you to buy. That is the reason retail is still reviving. It is still on, and it will definitely do better.
Great. Devarshi, you got the answer?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for being with us. Good day. So next we have Tanvi from Pune. Tanvi, can you please unmute yourself? Yep.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, can you speak louder? And I can't see you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Hello,
yeah, now
sir.
you are.
So
Okay.
my question is, what and how much role of luck in success is? What and how much is the role of luck in success, especially when you specialize in life skills?
See, luck plays a very important role, but the first ingredient is you should have some substance. Luck is not solely depending on any individual. It depends on your skills also. So you should have some kind of knowledge, you should have some kind of expertise. When you are equipped with it, then only luck will support you. Like I said, I wanted to be a cricketer. तो अगर मुझे इंडिया खेलना है तो मेरे पास कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी स्किल होना चाहिए. I should, like I used to bowl googly. मेरी गुगली राहुल द्रविड़ भी ठीक से नहीं खेल पाते थे. It was like that. It was very extraordinary. A lot of Indian players I used to bowl in the nets in Bangalore, कर्नाटका. So वो स्किल होना चाहिए. स्किल के बाद अगर लक है. हाँ, मेरा वो टाइम ठीक नहीं था तो I couldn't get success. तो पहला स्किल इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो both go hand in hand. But as I say, if someone who is too skilled, like अभी आपने कुछ सीरियल देखे होंगे जैसे Scam 92 आया. I'm sure you must have seen that. देखा था?
Yeah.
तो वो उस एक्टर का नाम भी किसी ने प्रतीक गांधी का सुना नहीं था. Right?
Yeah.
तो अब now he became the most popular actor. So उसका वक्त आया. 11 साल से वो he was struggling. He did all those stage shows. इतना talented. But उसका नाम मैंने तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं सुना था उसका नाम. Now everyone has become fan of him. He's almost like Ranveer Singh now in Bollywood. तो ये जब वक्त आता है और आपके पास वो स्किल है, that is the time. क्योंकि अगर वक्त आया and you are not prepared with your skills, तो फिर वो वक्त आके गुजर जाएगा. आपको जस्ट कहीं छोटा सा ट्रॉफी मिलेगा, people will clap for you and that's it. But आपका स्किल है तो you will get some kind of recognition which will change your life completely. So both go hand in hand. So that's the reason even astrology they say karma plays a very important role. क्योंकि अगर आपने कोशिश ही नहीं करी, इसीलिए बच्चन साहब की वो कविता उनकी नहीं है लेकिन वो सुनाते हैं हमेशा कि कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती और लहरों से डर के नौका कभी पार नहीं होती. तो चाहे वो गोताखोर की बात करी, उन्होंने चिड़ी की दीवार पे चढ़ने की बात करी, एवरीथिंग नीड दैट काइंड ऑफ एफर्ट एंड पेशेंस. तो अगर कोशिश करते रहोगे तभी आपको सक्सेस मिलेगा और अपने अंदर वो स्किल डेवलप करोगे तभी आपको सक्सेस मिलेगा. जब राइट टाइम आएगा, टाइम से पहले नहीं होगा, मिलेगा टाइम पे ही, लेकिन टाइम आ गया और आप प्रिपेयर नहीं थे तो फिर आपको लक भी साथ नहीं देगा. तो हार्ड वर्क, योर लर्निंग, योर नॉलेज, योर एक्सपर्टीज, इफ इट इज राइटली टाइम, you get success. That is a mantra of anyone's life.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, that was Tanvi from Koregaon Park, Pune. Next we have with us Viraj Mehta from INIFD Surat. Viraj, can you please unmute yourself, turn your camera on? Viraj, can you hear me?
I think he's doing that final minute touches.
Yeah, looks like. Okay, while Viraj joins us, I have had this question in my mind all my life, Dr. Kochar. And one of our students also has asked this question. I just checked the chat box. What is the role of destiny according to you? I know you've spoken about it already, but destiny versus efforts. What do you think is more important, and how can one make efforts to change the destiny, if that's possible?
Of course it is. I've seen in my life, I've seen people how they are changing. See, first thing which I have told you, astrology is the programming of your mind. If the person is controlled by those planets, his behavior, his or her, will be according to those particular planets. Like if someone who has a Mars on the ascendant, I'm giving you one example, the person will be always aggressive. The person will always react on small little things, and that might spoil a lot of things around him. So no matter how skillful he is, no matter how much knowledge he has, if he's not behaving in the right spirit, in the right manner, then that aggression will keep all his relation away from him. He will spoil all his harmony, and the person will all become aloof. So that means you have not behaved, you have not changed, you are still following what you are or who you are. So that is how you need to change. If someone, I can give you another example. There are a lot of people who have changed, have become very intelligent, which I was talking about, this so-called generation next, the youth. They have become very, very intelligent. Astrologically speaking, planet Mercury is which rules intellect. So the person can think like this, can react like this, can plan like this, can learn anything like this, and can be good into creating contacts. Mercury is all about networking, but it is Mercury. Mercury also has another side. It makes a person thinker. So when anyone who has a strong Mercury, they are the one who become writers. They go into law, they go into teaching, or they go into finances, marketing, banking, sales, media, communication, writing. Everyone, they are ruled by Mercury. And anyone who has a strong Mercury, they become overthinkers. So those kind of people, their overthinking becomes their biggest hindrance, because they can't let go things. They keep on thinking. And when you keep on thinking, you create a lot of stress and anxiety in your mind, and then you will be not in your happy state. You become frustrated, and that is how things will backfire. So you need to bring that change in you, that you need to realize and understand, oh, this is the way I am, so I need to change. So you understanding your weaknesses, working on it, can only bring a change in anyone's life. The other side of it is, as I was just talking to Tanvi, I guess, when I said, I believe in power of visualization. It is very, very important. When I said, when I was riding my bicycle, when I was in my schooling days, and I had this dream of making it big and, becoming someone whom people recognize. It was quite funny at that moment, because as I've said, I'm from a very small town, but in spite of that, I had this kind of thought in my mind. So that is the power of visualization. Even in Buddhism, they say, visualize what you want. That is the reason people who follow Buddhism, that's why I always quote Thailand as a land of smiling faces, because people follow Buddhism. In Buddhism, they say, visualize what you want. So if you are thinking towards that happy thing which you really want, you are in a harmonious state. तो अगर आप ये इंसान ये बात को समझ गया, ये बात को जान गया कि अगर उसको एक बैलेंस माइंड बनाना है, it is little bit complicated. It is not easy कि अपने नेचर को आप थोड़ा चेंज करके, और जो इंसान हर बात पे रिएक्ट करता था, जो हर बात पे अटक जाता था, हर बात को ओवर एनालाइज करता था, वो एक दिन में नहीं बदल सकता. लेकिन आज ये बात जितने लोग भी सुन रहे हैं और आगे यूट्यूब में हैं, जो whoever will listen to me, ये मैं आपको दावे से कह सकता हूँ मेरे पूरी जर्नी के एक्सपीरियंस से, कि जिस इंसान ने अपनी जिंदगी में वो चेंज ले आया, क्योंकि परिवर्तन जो गीता में लिखा है, परिवर्तन ही संसार का नियम है. तो परिवर्तन क्या? Another house, another car, another spouse, another city or country? No. परिवर्तन is in you. What change you can bring in you? तो अगर आप अपनी खुद की प्री प्रोग्राम माइंड को अगर आपने परिवर्तित कर लिया, चेंज कर लिया, तो आपकी डेस्टिनी बदल गई. नहीं तो वो कह रहे हैं ना, if you can't change your direction, you will keep moving where you are going. तो बदलेगा क्या? कुछ भी नहीं. ये रास्ता किधर जाता है मुझे नहीं है खबर. किसी को नहीं पता ये रास्ता किधर जा रहा है, सब जा ही रहे हैं, लेकिन एस्ट्रोलॉजर आपको बताता है कि ये रास्ता किधर जाता है मुझे नहीं है खबर, पर ये मुझे पता है मेरी मंजिल है किधर. तो if you know your direction, if you know your time, and if you know how to behave and bring the change in you and around you, that is what can change your destiny.
Completely agree. In fact, that brings me to recalling this beautiful quotation by Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, in both the situations you are right. Great. So I think Viraj must have figured by now if he can come online and speak with us. Viraj, please turn your camera on if you can and ask your question. Yep, we have Viraj with us.
So, hello Sandeep sir. This is Viraj Mehta, currently pursuing interior designing INIFD from Surat. So my question is, what changes can one make or are needed to cope up the work from home, online teaching trauma? After the pandemic, will the cosmic energy be favoring the future's time or the good times, or will have to wait still?
Yes, Viraj. First of all, I think you took a very long time to set your hairstyle right? You like this flick on your forehead?
No, it's
it is looking good. I'm saying it took a while for you to come. Anyways, I'm just joking and teasing you. And so Brooklyn, New York. So New York is your next destination?
No, it's just a shirt.
You got it online.
What I'm wearing, yes.
Never mind. Okay, so Viraj, your question is very right, because that is what is happening since last 1 year. And students are quite cheerful. They quite like to enjoy their outings with their friends, hang on with their friends, classmates in school or even colleges, and that is the time they get this opportunity to come out from those watching eyes of their parents. So I think पिछले 1 साल से जब कोई बाहर निकला ही नहीं, तो सब कुछ उसके घर में हो गया, और सीसीटीवी कैमरा घर में ऑन रहा. एक कैमरा आपके लैपटॉप का जिसमें आपने ऑनलाइन क्लासेस ली, और 2-4 कैमरे जो आपके पेरेंट्स के थे, जो आपको देख रहे थे पढ़ रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है, क्योंकि वो जो आपको 8 घंटे 6 घंटे मिल जाते थे घर से निकल कर, वो अभी नहीं मिल रहे. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट एक फ्रस्ट्रेशन लेवल बढ़ गया. क्योंकि इतने सालों से आपको यही आदत थी कि सुबह फटाफट आप तैयार हुए और आप निकल गए कि आई एम गोइंग टू माई कॉलेज, और फिर आप आराम से घूमते हुए आते थे, और कॉलेज गए कि नहीं खैर किसी को नहीं पता, बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज इट वाज गुड, ब्रेक मिलता था, तो वो ब्रेक हो गया बंद। उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ कि सारे बच्चे आपकी तरह वो फ्रस्ट्रेट होना शुरू हो, कि मैं इधर ही फंसा हुआ हूँ, मजा नहीं आ रहा है, जबकि और यहीं बैठना है और आंख भी आपको रखनी है। क्लास में तो क्या होता था, बैंक बेंचर्स कैन ऑलवेज हैव फन, जो स्टूडेंट पीछे बैठते थे दे कैन स्टिल डू मस्ती, क्योंकि टीचर्स आगे देख रही है, और वो डिपेंड करता है क्लासरूम का कैसा लेआउट है। बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज वो जो मौज मस्ती होती थी क्लासरूम में बैठ के आपके साथ वाले स्टूडेंट के साथ, या यू लुक समवन जो दो बेंच छोड़ के बैठा हुआ है, बैठी हुई है, वो सब बंद हो। और यहाँ पे क्या है कि आप सो भी नहीं सकते क्योंकि कैमरा ऑन है, और कैमरा ऑफ किया तो आपका अटेंडेंस मार्क नहीं होगा, आपको एब्सेंटी दिया जाएगा, राइट। तो अभी आपको बहुत ही डिसिप्लिन एनवायरनमेंट में ये 1 साल आपने निकाला है, तो ये एक सिचुएशन ऐसी हो गई जिसकी वजह से सारे बच्चे जो है वो टेंशन में हो गए। तो लेकिन क्या होता है लाइफ में, एक्सेप्टेंस बहुत बड़ी बात है। आज आपको पता होना चाहिए कि अगर ये टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होती, अगर ये पैंडेमिक के साथ, अगर इंटरनेट भी बंद हो जाता, कि जब तक ये वायरस ऑन है इंटरनेट भी बंद कर दिया जाए, क्योंकि इंटरनेट से भी वायरस फैल सकता है, अगर ये होता, आई एम जस्ट हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन क्रिएट बताने की कोशिश मैं आपको कर रहा हूँ, तो क्या होता, तो सब के सब आउट ऑफ ऑर्डर हो जाता, बिकॉज तब हमारे पास कोई भी तरीका नहीं होता आउटर वर्ल्ड से कनेक्ट होने का। यू गेटिंग मी? आज भले ही ये टेक्नोलॉजिकल है, आज हो क्या रहा है, आप कौन से सिटी में, सूरत में, राइट?
यस।
तो सूरत में आप हैं, मैं मुंबई में हूँ, हम आज तक मिले नहीं है, नाउ वी इट इज एज गुड एज टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर, कि हम आमने सामने बैठे हैं और बात कर रहे हैं। तो टेक्नोलॉजी ने पूरी कहानी बदल दी, पूरी जिंदगी को बदल दिया। तो इट इज हाउ यू टेक इट, इट इज ए एक ब्यूटीफुल स्टेटमेंट है, इज इट ए होपलेस एंड और इट इज ए एंडलेस होप। तो ये जो टेक्नोलॉजी इट इज हाउ यू आर टेकिंग इट। आपको लग रहा है मैं कन्फाइन हूँ, मैं जेल में हूँ, या आपको लग रहा है कि मैं जेल में होने के बावजूद मेरे पास सारा एक्सेस है, मैं सबसे बात कर सकता हूँ, वीडियो में इंटरेक्ट कर सकता हूँ, बाहर इतना रिस्की है। अभी तक आपने शॉट नहीं लगवाया, राइट, वैक्सीन का, क्योंकि आपका नंबर सबसे बाद में आने वाला है। तो अभी तक जब वैक्सीन लगी नहीं है तो दैट मीन्स वायरस तो अभी भी उधर ही। तो सिचुएशन तो स्टिल इट इज द सेम। अब यूके में हालत देखिए, 17 जुलाई तक लॉकडाउन हो गया। तो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि ये टेक्नोलॉजी ने हमारी जिंदगी को बदल दिया। तो आपका पर्सपेक्टिव क्या है उस पर डिपेंड करता है। तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि नजर बदलो तो नजारे बदल जाते हैं, जैसा आपका नजरिया बदलता है, इट इज हाउ यू टेक इट। तो अगर आप उसको सोचिए कि इन स्पाइट ऑफ ऑल द ऑड्स व्हेन नो वन वाज अलाउड टू गो आउटसाइड, क्योंकि जो बाहर जाता था पुलिस भी मारेगी या पकड़ेगी, और आपका भी रिस्क हो जाएगा, फैमिली मेंबर्स इंफेक्टेड हो जाएंगे, इट वाज अ वेरी डाइसी थिंग। उसके बावजूद you got this opportunity to learn, to study, and you did your courses. So it is, you must thank technology, you must thank God that you are in an era जहाँ पे in spite of all those negativity around you, you sailed through, आपने अपने उस चीजों को कवर कर लिया। तो इट इज आपकी खुद का जो सोच है वही करता है। और मेरे ख्याल से जब इंसान, मैंने कहा एक्सेप्टेंस शुरू में ही बोला था कि जब आप चीजों को एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं तो आपको फिर कोई तकलीफ नहीं होती। तकलीफ तब तक है जब आप इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू स्विम अगेंस्ट द टाइड। तो आपको मालूम है कि अभी कुछ भी हो नहीं सकता, अभी नॉर्मल क्लासरूम स्टार्ट नहीं होंगे, जब तक नहीं होंगे तब तक दिस इज व्हाट यू कैन डू एंड दिस इज व्हाट कैन हेल्प यू टू लर्न एंड मेक योर लाइफ मोर मीनिंगफुल। तो दिस इज, आपका सोच ही आपकी उस सिचुएशन को बदल सकता है। यू गेटिंग मी?
यस।
तो कितने लोग हैं जो कहते हैं आई लिव इन हॉस्टल, आई एंजॉय माय इंडिपेंडेंस, और कितने लोग हैं जो कहते हैं मैं घर कब जाऊंगा, कब मैं अपनी माँ के हाथ की रोटी खाऊंगा। तो इट इज who you are and what you want, उस पे चलता है। nothing is good or bad, it is how you accept it, how you take it, how you visualize it, how it works, right?
Yes sir, thank you.
चलिए, आप स्माइल क्यों नहीं करते हो आप?
Sir, I'm smiling also.
आप करा करो स्माइल यार। Okay,
thank you. Yes,
God bless you. Bye bye.
Thank you sir.
Viraj, it's who you are and what you want. Always keep that in mind.
Yes sir.
With that, have a good evening, and let's have a look at a couple of questions. We have a list of questions. Dr. Kochar, I'm extremely sorry, but looking at the time constraint.
No, I'm fine. मैं तो घर पे बता के आया था, मैं घर पे ही बैठा हूँ, but this is how they say. So don't worry about it. All my family members, they are confined to their own rooms because they knew this is the time they are not supposed to.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me have the first question from one of our students from Chandigarh. So it's Dia. She says, do you think the concept of sustainability would win over fast fashion?
Over fast?
over fast fashion, fast changing fashion world, you can say.
So can you repeat your question one more time? I'm so sorry.
Certainly. Do you think the concept of sustainability would win over the fast changing fashion?
Concept of sustainability, definitely yes. See, everything I feel should be long lasting, everlasting. That is what we call sustenance. And first of all, we need to learn how to sustain in this change scenario. Fashion will come later, but what I'm saying is you need to know how to sustain. Like I said, this student from Surat, I forgot his name. He had asked me that question about how to cope up with that kind of confined environment, almost on that line. So it is the sustenance which I was talking about. How you are taking your life, whether you are accepting it or you are just feeling frustrated out of it. So definitely the concept of this sustainability will always be there. It will always sustain, and with change with time, I believe in fashion. Sometimes they say it is a use and throw kind of thing. I don't know if your question meant on that line, but I believe there are a lot of fabrics, there are a lot of garments which you wear once and you are done with it. But I believe in especially in Indian context, people will like to preserve their things of their choice. If you buy something of your own choice, then you would like to keep it in your wardrobe for a very, very long time. So I think whatever you design, it has to sustain. I don't know if I understood that question correctly. It was a very twisted and a different question for me, and I'm trying to answer with what I have understood. If you have another meaning to it, you can even simplify it for me if you can. But otherwise, as I've said just now, people are looking for that kind of long-term thing, whatever they want to invest in, let it be fashion or whatever they want to bring in their lives.
We have Dia with us. Dia, I think you need to unmute yourself and just confirm if you've understood what Dr. Sandeep had to say. You want to ask anything, you have any doubt, please go ahead.
Or maybe more than that, if I have understood the question correctly, that also she need to explain.
Yeah, right. So I heard that she's having problems with the internet. So never mind, let's proceed. I have a few questions on our YouTube live stream also. So I'm going to take one question from Priyanka Singha. Sir, can you tell me something about Libra for this year? So Priyanka, I hope you're still with us. Dr. Sandeep is taking your question.
So will she be coming live or should I just say it?
No, she's watching us on YouTube, so you can simply go ahead and answer the question.
So she's Swati.
Priyanka,
sorry. So Priyanka, see, when Indian astrology is based on moon sign first. So I don't know if you really know your moon sign, because most of them, they know their sun sign. Unfortunately, 90% Indians, they know their sun sign, not their moon sign. And entire Indian astrology, they work on their moon sign only. So I hope you are asking me about your moon sign. But if not, then I would suggest you to send your date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. But if it is really a moon sign, then for Librans, the Saturn is moving forth from its sign, and that might bring some changes around you. If it is a moon sign, again, I'm reminding you on that line. So fourth house moon is known as Kantakshani, technically speaking, and it may bring some change. So a lot of people who are Librans moon sign, they might change their city, they might change their home, or they might feel some kind of, I should not be saying turbulence, but some change will come to their lives. And I also believe in one thing, there's a statement hai कि अगर गांव में बाढ़ नहीं आती तो शहर में नहीं जाते. So whatever changes are coming, because of the Saturn in fourth house of Libra, they will help you to lead further. But the bigger thing is, the bottom line is, you should get your horoscope checked. Date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth is what make your horoscope. So first, that will help me to understand whether you are really liberal या आपको अपना संसार याद था. पहली बात. दूसरी बात है कि आपके हॉरोस्कोप में वो दशा क्या चल रही है, बिकॉज ये तो एक जनरल स्टेटमेंट है कि मैं लिबरल हूं और मेरा कैसा है. एस्ट्रोलॉजी डजंट गो लाइक दिस. एस्ट्रोलॉजी मेक योर हॉरोस्कोप. एस्ट्रोलॉजर मेक योर हॉरोस्कोप. The placement, entire placement of planet of all the 9 planets, they look from those 12 houses in your horoscope, and then they can predict about your journey, how you can expect and what is. So date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. Anyone who has, and if sir allows you, to take that question in front of everyone, if you're okay with it, then you can go ahead. But I have given an answer related to Priyanka's query about Librans. But Librans are quite carefree people. They are the most fashionable people. They are quite loving people. They always like to, they are quite flamboyant in their life. So because of the confinement, I think you must have felt a lot of frustration, and maybe because of the fourth house Saturn, which I said is conjunction, is like Kanta, it can bring some frustration also. But as I've said, things are changing. So 2021 should bring a lot of positivity in your life, Priyanka. Good luck and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kochar. So one more question I would like to take on Zoom. We have this question from Dipali Gupta. She's Pisces, and she has told her date of birth as well. That's 10/11/1996. Dipali, if you can hear me, that's 10th November 1996. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And time of birth?
And also if you can tell us your time of birth.
And place of birth.
Dipali, can you hear us?
I think she must be typing.
Yeah, looks like.
She's with you. Okay, someone else. Okay.
So time of birth for Dipali is 2 p.m. And
Okay.
Dipali, place of birth?
So Dipali is Libra actually, moon sign Libra. That I've seen already.
Right. Madhya Pradesh, Rewa. That's the place of birth.
Okay. So is she there? Is she listening?
Yes, she's there.
Is she willing to come live?
Dipali, let me just promote her and bring her to the session. Dipali, please unmute yourself and turn your camera on so that we can see you, hear you. Dr. Sandeep, I think we should start. We can.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
see, Dipali, first thing about you is, you must have felt a lot of turbulence between 2018, 19, and 20. It was not a very, very great situation for you. A lot of delays you must have experienced. But now things have changed since last few months, and you have started one of the most beautiful 19 years of your life. And I believe the day you will decide to go to another country, you might live there forever. So obviously, depending on your desire, but astrologically, your horoscope is clearly indicating the same. I would suggest you to go for a late marriage, because anyone coming before your right time of marriage, which may take few more years, will be just a waste of time and your emotions. So I think there could be some kind of situation like that, breaking a relationship or something like that. So better not to focus on that. This is a time to make your life more meaningful. This is a time to make it better. You are a multi-talented person, but equally sensitive, because you're born on new moon day, and that is what bothers you big time. But at the same time, your management skills are great. You are good in handling multiple things. You're also quite intuitive, and you have a deep desire to learn more and more, which is good. So I think I'm very happy to read your horoscope at a time when your life is going to change completely. But one thing I'm sure about is 18, 19, and 20 were not your great 2.5 years, but now life has changed, and you're heading for an amazing journey of your life. So take care. Just try to meditate a bit, because you are a sensitive person because of new moon time birth, but otherwise you are a wise person, very intelligent, and you will definitely, by the grace of God, will do good in life. Take care, good luck, and God bless you.
Oh, that was an amazing session. Thank you so much, Dr. Sandeep, for enlightening all of us, our students, our entire team. We are really grateful to you. It was a wonderful time. And of course, before I let you go, I want to hear one piece of your poetry. That's a request.
Sure, I think people may remember me more as a poet than an astrologer. But anyway,
I would want to personally.
I think astrology has made me a philosopher, and that's the reason I keep on getting those kind of thought in my mind, and I make poetry just like that. Somebody someday said, today you didn't write anything. I said, yeah, वजह तो नहीं थी आज कुछ भी लिखने की, और वैसे भी बेवजह लिखने की मेरी आदत हो गई. So this is how I created. But anyone who wish to follow me, they can follow me through Instagram or my Twitter or Facebook, wherever it is. There are a lot of reasons to connect with. So it's always a part of a family, you know. But yeah, before I leave, I can recite one poetry which I find little bit motivating, and that is because of this pandemic, things didn't work the way we started this. Even, you know, I was talking on that line. I wrote it once that मंजिलें और भी हैं, निशाने और भी हैं. मंजिलें और भी हैं, निशाने और भी हैं, जिंदगी तुझको जीने के बहाने और भी हैं. तो आई थिंक यू नीड टू फाइंड मोर रीजंस टू मेक ए बेटर लाइफ. और जिंदगी को जितना हैप्पी और जितना पॉजिटिव तरीके से आप अगर निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं, with a happy state of mind, with a spiritual connect, which I said I'm repeating now, so वो आपकी जिंदगी को बदल सकता है. ये मेरा पूरा इस बात पे यकीन है, because life is all which keep on moving, but if you have the right direction, that is giving you the right kind of lubricant and right kind of pressure on your tires, and your engine will work great, and that engine will help you to take your life towards your destiny, and that is what we all aspire for. So take care, wish you all the very best, and thank you for having me. It was lovely to connect with everyone, and because of, you know, the distance, I didn't feel that. And as I've said, I'm privileged and honored to be a part of this prestigious institute called INIFD, and I think I'm blessed to be here. And thank you. God bless all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Manish. Once again, Dr. Kochar.
Yeah.
I'm extremely sorry.
No problem.
So thank you, the entire team of INIFD and our wonderful students. Thank you for being with us. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Stay safe, stay home for a few more days, and let's see positivity all around us this year. Thank you.